Hello everyone! So welcome back to Resin. Today we're going to be talking about this mold that I bought on Into Resin. Okay, so every once in a while I will purchase from them one of their handmade molds. Okay, now they've got on their website, they've got a couple of different pages that you can go to for supplies, and one of them is molds that I have found that you can buy in other places that are similar to things you can get on Amazon or even Temu. And then they also have a section of handmade molds. Now their section with the handmade molds are definitely my favorite place to shop when I buy from them. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I buy all of my molds. This one in particularly is probably the most expensive mold I think that I've bought from them to date. So we are going to make this project, and then at the end of the video, I will let you know if I believe that this mold was worth kind of the high price tag. But I'm super excited to try it. And, you know, for a lot of you to spend money on molds, I understand is sometimes kind of tough. It's not in the budget. But I guess my question would be to you and to myself is, what is the reason that we're making our projects? Is it just for fun, for a hobby? Are we making them to sell? Are we making them to gift? If it's either of the latter two, then sometimes it's not a bad idea to maybe forego buying a few of the really inexpensive molds and maybe investing into a good mold so that you've got a little bit of maybe a higher priced item to sell. This is just my thoughts on it. But anyway, let's put this together. Let's make it, and then we'll look at it at the end and we'll decide if it's worth the price tag. All right? Okay, let's get going. I've got 8 ounces of JDiction made up, and I'm going to guess that this mold, that this bottom part of the mold is going to take, I'm going to guess maybe 4 to 5 ounces. And maybe up to 2 ounces or so on this one. So this should be plenty of resin. I am going to go ahead and pour some here into my cut-off water bottle. Let's see. Maybe about, that is 6 ounces. Hoping this is going to be enough because I really want the colors to be the same. Got just a couple of big bubbles in there that should come up on their own. Spray a bit of alcohol in there. And then what I've done is I've chosen some different colors in Let's Resin alcohol inks. I want my jar to be a bit translucent because, oh my gosh, it just looks like it could be really a beautiful color. So this is February, Valentine's Day is coming up. So I decided to do a little bit of a darker red. So I'm going to start with a couple drops of cranberry. Whoops, I've got to open it up first. Somebody said that I don't need to be doing this, that they come with a little pin in the box. Well, this did not come with a little pin to open it. So I read the directions, and it did say that on this brand that you need to cut off the tip. So yeah, just FYI if anybody buys these. I love their alcohol inks, but you do have to cut the tips off. So let's do 1, 2, about 3 drops of cranberry. It's got kind of a purpley red to it. And we'll do some red. Do 1, 2, 3, 4 drops of red, because I would like for it to have a bit more of a red tint over that purpley cranberry color. Let's see, let's go ahead and kind of blend this and see what we got so far. Oh gosh, that is really pretty color. Now I have my black out in case I want to make it just a little bit of a darker, deep red. Do I want to put just 1 drop of black? Just 1 drop, just to kind of even make it a little darker? I kind of do. Since this is going to be, this mold isn't going to be as thick of a wall as this, so I'm thinking it'll be a bit more, not quite as a ruby red as this is in the cup. Let's see how that looks. I did just one drop of black. Gosh, that's pretty. Really pretty. Let's give it a go with this, what we got. It's actually a really pretty, kind of a rich color, kind of a darker ruby now. I am going to do a spray of alcohol in here, not inside my mold. I don't think I'm going to need that. Let's go ahead and pour it. Start with the base. It's going to go all the way down the sides. Down the side of my cup, I mean. No. To get more of it. There we go. Okay. There's that. Gosh, we may have enough to get this done too. I think we're going to have plenty, actually. So we'll go ahead and start in the middle. I'm going to make sure I get enough in this little top knob. Scoot this over a bit. There we go. I don't see any bubbles forming in there in that little knob piece. You see a little bit of the streak of the colors not blending all that great in there. But again, that could actually just kind of add to it. Just don't want it to stick to the, mold. Go. Keep pouring. I can see it coming up here around the rim. And that's really nice that I can see through there because I can make sure that we don't have any bubbles forming under that. There we go, that is full. So now I do see that we've got those little bit of bubbles in here. So I'm going to come in here with this little stick here and see if I can get those out. Come out of there. Okay. This is really nice that you can see up underneath this lip because those would have definitely been bubbles that I would not have caught. I wouldn't have been able to see. There we go. They've all come up now to the surface. Give it a quick spray. Okay, so I'm going to probably give this one more quick spray of alcohol, and then I'm going to set it on the curing rack to cure, and as soon as it is done, we'll be back to demold it. All right, I'll see you then. All right, you guys, this is completely cured. So this is the 4-hour, the JDiction 4-hour demold, and it's been sitting probably about, I don't know, maybe about 5 hours or so, and it's completely cured. So let's go ahead and take this out. Let's take out the base first. Gosh, so pretty. Really like the color. It's a little bit bendy because remember this is the 4-hour demold, but it is the 8-hour complete cure. Okay, and that's okay. So we can just reform it back into the shape of the bowl. But oh my gosh, look at how pretty this is. That is a really pretty, if you like ruby glass or this kind of a color. That is really pretty for Valentine's Day. Really, really pretty. So let's go ahead and get the top out. So far, I don't see any bubbles around this rim. I want to be kind of careful though, because I don't want to warp it where I can't get it to, I'm going to be kind of careful taking this out since it's not completely cured yet. Oh gosh, you guys, look at that. Look at this top. How beautiful is that? Wow. That is really, really pretty. I'm going to kind of make sure I got my rim kind of back the way it was supposed to go. I got some fingerprints on there. But oh gosh, that is so pretty. Let me grab a little towel here. Just a little bit of, not much, but just a little bit of alcohol. Go over here and wipe that off really quick. Get my fingerprints off of there. There we go. That is really, really pretty. So now together, oh man, oh my gosh, look at that. That is just, I have to say, stunning. Wow, what a pretty, like a ring jar or something. I can't leave that on there for very long because it's definitely at that point where if I stuck it together, it could permanently cure together. So, you know, it's okay to try it out and then put it back, you know, then take it back apart for now. I'm really enjoying these faceted style molds because they just really look like glass. I mean, they're just so beautiful. And again, you know, this probably isn't one of the cheapest molds that I've bought, but if you're interested in it, I will definitely put the link on it for you. But I could picture this in any color or even just clear. It is so pretty. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and let this finish curing all the way. All right, everyone, here this is. I have it sitting on this little rotating table just to kind of show you the real beauty of this piece and how it just picks up all of the light and sparkle. I want to apologize for my parrot in the background. She is talking because she hears me talking. But anyway, if I can get through this without her being too much of a nuisance, I will. This mold, I believe, in my opinion, is high quality, and I am just thrilled with the results. So much so that I went back and I bought a second mold because I can see making these as gifts. The color possibilities are endless. And yeah, I would be interested in learning what you all think of this mold. It's just really beautiful. I don't even know if the camera is picking it up really just how pretty it really is. And I will post a link for you for this mold, and I may have a discount code. I would have to go back and look and see if that is available. I will post that as well. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining me. I hope this inspires you to try something new, and I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful week.